Hey, welcome my dear students. Today we are going to solve the problems in the exercise 6.4. So it is dealing with the straight lines. There we have two forms. One is a point and a parallel vector given. The second one is 2 points on the line is given. Okay. So question number 1. Find the non-parametric vector equation and Cartesian equation of the line which passes through the point with the position vector 4i plus 3j minus 7k and parallel to the vector 2i minus 6j plus 7k. So very easy one. Take it as the position vector of the point as a vector and the parallel vector as b vector. Okay. Now the first one, non-parametric form of vector equation, non-parametric vector form. So what is that? Remember the formula r minus a cross b equal to 0. Simply put the values in the formula. So r vector minus of, don't forget to put the bracket, 4i plus 3j minus 7k. Okay, cross b vector 2i minus 6j plus 7k equal to 0 vector 0. Okay. Second one, the Cartesian form. So what is that? X minus x1 by b1 equal to y minus y1 by b2 equal to z minus z1 by b3. So 4, 3 minus 7, x1, y1, z1. 2 minus 6, 7, they are b1, b2, b3. Just replace here. X minus 4 by 2 equal to y minus 3 by minus 6 equal to z plus 7 by 7. That's all. It's the answer for the first question. Number 2. Find the parametric vector form of equation and Cartesian form of equation of a straight line passing through the point minus 2, 3, 4 and parallel to the line x minus 1 by minus 4 equal to y plus 3 by 5 equal to 8 minus z by 6. Listen, don't directly write out. So look at it is not in the general form. General form z minus z1 by b1. So rewrite this one as, okay. So take minus outside and move that one to the denominator. We are getting z minus 8 by minus 6. Don't forget to rewrite the terms. First observe the given Cartesian form and verify the general form. Okay. So now if we write it is the point. So its position vector is taken as a vector minus 2i plus 3j plus 4k. And from the denominator we can take the parallel vector b vector. The required line is parallel to this one. Therefore it is parallel to this vector minus 4i. Okay. So here they are using cap symbol, unit vector, unit normals. Okay. Plus 5j minus 6k. So as usual the same one. Parametric vector form of a straight line. So r vector equal to a vector plus tb vector. So the first one. So r vector equal to, it is a vector minus 2i plus 3j plus 4k plus t into b vector minus 4i plus 5j minus 6k. Second one, Cartesian form. Already we know the formula. X minus x1 by b1 equal to y minus y1 by b2 equal to z minus z1 by b3. You can write the formula and substitute. I am writing directly here the answer. So x plus 2 by minus 4 equal to y minus 3 by 5 equal to z minus 4 by minus 6. It is a Cartesian form. Okay, dear student, look at here. Question number 3 is find the points where the straight line passes through the points 6, 7, 4 and 8, 4, 9 cuts xz and yz plane. Okay, so listen, here no need to write the vector form, directly we can move on to the Cartesian form. Okay, the equation of the line, so use the 2-point formula, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1 equal to y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Okay, so take the first point as x1 y1 z1, second point as x2 y2 z2. So we are getting x minus 6 by 8 minus 6, I am writing directly 8 minus 6, so 2 equal to y minus 7 by 4 minus 7 minus 3 equal to z minus 4 by 9 minus 4, 5. So we are getting the straight line passing through 2 points. Now aim is to find out where this line meets xz and yz plane. So for that one, first to find out the general point on this line. So equate to some t, we are taking ourselves, say. Okay, so equate one by one. So any point in this line is of the form. Okay, so equate one by one. First equate x coordinate. So x minus 6 equal to 2t. So x equal to 2t plus 6. Okay, next y equal to minus 3t plus 7. Similarly z 5t. Okay, 5t plus 4. So any point in this line is of the form 2t plus 6 minus 3t plus 7 and 5t plus 4. Suppose the line meets or cuts xz plane, which implies xz means y equal to 0. So y coordinate 0, that means minus 3t plus 7 equal to 0. So minus 3t equal to minus 7, t equal to 7 by 3. Okay, t equal to 7 by 3. So now put the value in the previous one. So 2 into 7, 14 by 3 plus 6 comma minus 21. Minus 21 by 3 plus 7 comma 35 by 3 plus 4. Just to simplify this, take the LCM and simplify. 18 plus 14, 32. 32 by 3 comma. So here it becomes 1 7 times. So it becomes 0. Okay. And the last one 12. So 12 plus 35. 47 by 3. So this is the point where the line meets xz plane. Okay. Next one yz plane. The line cuts yz plane, which implies yz means x equal to 0. So equate the x coordinate to 0. 2t plus 6 equal to 0. T equal to minus 3. T equal to minus 3. Again replace the value here. So minus 6 plus 6, we are 0. Next minus into minus plus. Okay, 9 plus 7, 16. Okay, next minus 15 plus 4, minus 11. So 0 comma 16 comma minus 11 is the point where the line meets the yz plane. So question number 4, find out the direction cosines of the line passing through the points 6 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 and 7 comma 9 comma 13. Also find out the parametric vector form and the Cartesian form of the line. Okay, so take this one as the x1 y1 z1. This is x2 y2 z2, or the position vector of first one as a vector, the second one as b vector. Okay, So first write down A vector equal to 5i plus 6j plus 7k. Similarly B vector 7i plus 9j plus 13k. So formula we are having b minus a. So first to find out b minus a because it is in the formula. 7 minus 5 2i, 9 minus 6 3j, 13 minus 7 6k. Okay, so find out first b minus a 2 3 6. Okay, so first parametric vector form of straight line. So r vector equal to a vector plus some s into b minus a vector. Okay, so r vector equal to first one a vector 5i plus 6j plus 7k plus s into b minus a, already we found that 2i plus 3j plus 6k. Or if you want you can take this one as a vector and the first one as b vector, no problem. Okay, if you interchange there is no wrong in the answer. Okay, nothing is wrong in the answer. Okay, next Cartesian form. So we know that x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Okay, so x minus 5 by, again x, we can write it from b minus a, x minus 5 by 2 equal to y minus 6 by 3 equal to z minus 7 by what is 6. So Cartesian form over. So first question is there. What are the DCs? DCs means look at the denominator. What is the magnitude of the denominator? Okay, suppose if we assume this is some vector 2i plus 3j plus 6k. What is the magnitude? What is the modulus value? Equal to root of 4 plus 9 plus 36. Okay, so what is the root 49? It is nothing but 7. Okay, therefore the DC's direction cosines are, look at that, 2 by 7 comma 3 by 7 comma 6 by 7, 2 by 7 comma 3 by 7 comma 6 by 7. They are the DC's. Question number 5. There are 3 subdivisions. Let me solve one by one. The question is, find the acute angle between the lines. First one, the pair of lines r vector equal to, just compare with a vector plus t into b vector, and compare the second one with r vector equal to c vector plus s into d vector. So here we are taking b vector equal to I plus 2j minus 2k. Okay, so d vector equal to minus I minus 2j plus 2k. According to me, here no need to apply any formula to find out the angle. Just listen, just observe b vector and d vector. If we multiply b vector by minus 1, we are getting d vector, or d vector by minus 1, we are getting b vector. So b vector equal to minus 1 into d vector. So scalar multiply of d vector. Therefore b vector parallel to d vector, which implies the given lines are parallel. The lines are parallel means, okay, the given lines are parallel means angle theta equal to 0. There is a result. We can use that result here. Subdivision 2, one is in the Cartesian form, another one is in the vector form. Our aim is to find out the angle between the two. No, don't worry. From the denominator we can observe the first parallel. B vector equal to 3i plus 4j plus 5k. So up to last year we are using only the arrow, not cap. Okay, So D vector equal to 2i plus j plus k. Okay. So first to find out B vector dot D vector. So dot product of the two, 3 into 2, 6 plus 4 plus 5. So we are getting 15 B dot D. So find out modulus of B vector. So root of 9 plus 16 plus 25. So what is that? 25 plus 25, root 50. Okay. Similarly, find out the magnitude of D vector. Root of 4 plus 1 plus 1, root 6. Okay. So here the formula theta, angle between the vectors. What is the formula? Theta equal to cos inverse of modulus of B vector dot D vector by modulus of B into modulus of D. So use it here. So cos inverse of 15 by root 50 into root 6, root 300. Okay. Root 300. What is the value? It is can be written as 100. 300 can be written as 100 into 3. So root of 110. So we can write this as cos inverse of 15 by 10 root 3. Okay. So 2 times, 3 times. We cancel by root 3, we are getting root 3. So cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Cos inverse of root 3 by 2. The angle is, I think, 30 degree. Or we can write in the radian measure as 5 by 6. Same fifth question, third subdivision. Again our aim is to find out the angle between the two lines. So both in the Cartesian form, but it is not in the general form. X minus x1 by b1 equal to y minus y1 by b2 equal to z minus z1 by b3. So first to convert this into that form. So move this x to the denominator, we are getting x by 1 by 2 equal to y by 1 by 3, y divided by 1 by 3 equal to, I think here equal, z by minus 1. Similarly the second equation, x by 1 by 6 equal to y by minus 1 equal to z by minus 1 by 4. Okay. So we converted into the general form. So what is B vector from the first one? 1 by 2i plus 1 by 3j minus k. And what is D vector? 1 by 6i minus j minus 1 by 4k. Look at here. First to find out B vector dot D vector as usual. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 6. 1 by 2 into 1 by 6. 1 by 12. Okay. Minus 1 by 3. Okay. Plus 1 by 4. Okay. Now take the LCM as 12. Okay. So 1 minus 4 plus 3. Okay. 1 minus 4 plus 3, we are getting 0. So B vector dot D vector 0. The two vectors are perpendicular. Therefore the given two lines are perpendicular, which implies angle between them is 90 degree. Number 6 in the exercise 6.4, given that in a triangle ABC, A 7, 2, 1 and B 6, 0, 3 and C 4, 2, 4 are the vertices, then find out angle ABC. So angle B. So look at that. Draw a triangle. It is the vertex A 7, 2, 1 and assume it is the vertex B 6, 0, 3 and it is the vertex C 4, 2, 4. So the easy way is find out the equation of any two sides. Obviously we are finding the side equation of the line AB. Equation of the line AB. So use that formula x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Okay, so x minus 7 by 6 minus 7 minus 1. Okay, and y minus 2 by 0 minus 2, so minus 2 equal to z minus 1 by 3 minus 1, 2. It is the equation of the line AB. Similarly, find out equation of the line BC. Find out the equation of the line BC. So obviously x minus 6 by 4 minus 6 minus 2. Okay, so y minus 0, that is y, by 2 minus 0, 2 equal to z minus 3 by 4 minus 3, 1. So from the line we can take the b vector as minus I minus 2j plus 2k. From the second line we can take d vector as minus 2i plus 2j plus k. Now find out the dot product of the two. Okay, so minus 1 into minus 2, 2, minus 2 into plus 2. Okay, so minus 4, 2 into 1 plus 2, so we are getting 0. The dot product of the 2 is 0, therefore the angle ABC equal to 90 degree. Question number 7 is, if the straight line joining the points 2, 1, 4 and a minus 1, 4, minus 1 is parallel to the line joining the points 0, 2, b minus 1 and 5, 3, minus 2, then find out the value of small a and b. That is a question. So as usual, using the 2-point formula x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1, z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. First use this first point, this one 2, 1, 4 as x1 y1 z1, a minus 1 4 minus 1 as x2 y2 z2. Apply that, we are getting this equation. From that, look at the denominator, we are getting the parallel vector b vector as a minus 3i plus 3j minus 5k. Similarly, the same formula apply the next to 2 points, we are getting this equation. Okay, so x minus 0 by 5, y minus 2 by 5 minus 3 minus 2, 1, z plus 1 minus b, z plus 1 minus b by minus 2 minus of b minus 1. Okay, that is minus b minus 1. So from that one we are getting the d vector as, okay, 5i plus j minus of b plus 1 into k. Take the minus common, b minus of b plus 1 into k. Okay, given that these two lines are parallel, which implies b vector parallel to d vector, which implies b vector is the scalar multiple of d vector. So a minus 3 into I plus 3j minus 5k is equal to some lambda into 5i plus j minus of b plus 1 into k. So equate the corresponding components. So a minus 3 is equal to 5 lambda, second j, coefficients of j. So lambda equal to 3 we are getting directly. So if you put lambda equal to 3 in the first one, okay, 1 implies, okay, leave that, first we can write 1, okay, this is 2, equate the third one, okay. So here minus we can leave that minus, okay. So b plus 1 into lambda equal to 5. Both are negative sign, we can leave it. Take it as 3. If we use 2 in 1, 1 implies, okay, a minus 3 equal to 15, a equal to 18. If we use 2 in 3, 3 implies, okay, so put it lambda equal to 3, b plus 1 equal to 5 by 3, b equal to 5 by 3 minus 1, so that is 2 by 3. So a equal to 18, b equal to 2 by 3. Exercise 6.4, question number 8. The question is, if the two straight lines are perpendicular to each other, then find the value of m. Both are given in the Cartesian form. Look at the first one. First term no problem, but second term, third term, here second term, third term, it is not in the general form. The general form is x minus x1 by b1 equal to y minus y1 by b2 equal to z minus z1 by b3. So first rewrite the given equation into the general form. So x minus 5 by 5m plus 2, no problem. Okay. Second one, take the minus outside, y minus 2, and move that one to the denominator, minus 5. Similarly, z minus 1 by minus into minus becomes plus 1. So obviously here denominator 1 is there. So take 2 outside, y plus 1 by 2 by 4m by 2. Okay, it becomes 2m. Y plus 1 by 2 into 2m by 2m. So similarly take the minus outside, z minus 1 by 3. So from the first straight line, the parallel vector b vector is 5m plus 2 into I vector minus 5j plus k. From the second, the parallel vector is I vector plus 2m j vector plus 3k vector. Given that the lines are parallel, so which implies b vector parallel to d vector, that is b vector is the scalar multiple, perpendicular means question is not parallel, perpendicular, which implies b vector dot d vector equal to 0. So what is their dot product? First one 5m plus 2 into 1, so 5m plus 2. Next, no need for the bracket, 2m into minus 5, so minus 10m. Okay, last one plus 3 equal to 0. So what is that? Minus 5m plus 5, so equal to 0. So minus 5m equal to minus 5, so m equal to 1. That is the required answer. Last question in the exercise 6.4, question number 9. So that the points 2, 3, 4, minus 1, 4, 5 and 8, 1, 2 are collinear. That means our aim is to prove the 3 points lie on the same line. Okay. So be careful while solving this question. If the 3 points are collinear, then the box ABC equal to 0. Listen, the position vector of the first point is A vector, the position vector of second point is B vector, the position vector of the third point is C vector. If it is given as they are collinear, then we can use this concept. Box product ABC equal to 0 or the determinant first row, second row, third row equal to 0. Be careful, but here not like that. Our aim is to prove they are collinear. So don't say box product value 0, therefore they are collinear. It is meaningless, wrong. So with the use of any 2 points, find out the equation of a line. Okay, obviously I am taking first and second point. Equation of the line joining. Okay, so equation of the line joining the points first 2, 3, 4 and minus 1, 4, 5 is using the formula x minus x1 by x2 minus x1, y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 equal to z minus z1 by z2 minus z1. Take it as x1 y1 z1, x minus 2 by minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, okay, y minus 3 by 4 minus 3 1 equal to z minus 4 by 5 minus 1 1, okay. So assume it is equal to some lambda. So write general point on this line. So any point in this line is of the form, so equate one by one and find out. So first x x minus 3 lambda plus 2, okay, y value lambda plus 3, z value lambda plus 4, okay. So now our aim is to get the third point. For some lambda, if we get the third point, means the third point also lie on the same line. For example, if we put lambda equal to minus 2, put lambda equal to minus 2, what we get? Minus 2 into minus 3 is 6, we get 8 comma minus 2 plus 3 1 and minus 2 plus 4 2. So for some lambda we are getting the third point, therefore the 3 points are collinear. That is the final conclusion. I am repeating once again, don't prove the box product value 0, therefore collinear, that is wrong. This is the way to prove this question.